woman who is secretly attracted to you always shows these 8 signs. Stoicism, modern stoic. The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Helen Keller. In this video, we're diving into the subtle, often unspoken ways a woman secretly reveals her attraction to you. These aren't bold declarations, but quiet signals, eye contact that lingers, small, unconscious gestures, fleeting expressions that carry a powerful message beneath the surface. Have you ever found yourself wondering if a certain woman feels something for you, yet she's never said it outright? The truth is, women often communicate their interest through nuanced body language and subtle behavior patterns. If you miss these signs, you could overlook the deeper connection she's trying to form. Today, we'll explore 8 key signs that indicate a woman's hidden attraction, backed by psychology and real-life experience. Understanding these clues will give you a clear advantage, transforming how you interpret her actions and how you engage with those around you. These signals aren't random or accidental. They're meaningful, intentional expressions of genuine interest. Attraction is its own silent language, spoken through moments and movements that say far more than words ever could. By sharpening your awareness and honing your instincts, you can respond with calm confidence. Modern psychology has decoded this intricate dance and will break down the science so you know exactly what's happening beneath the surface. If you're new here, be sure to like this video as we explore each sign in depth, offering you fresh perspectives on the people in your life. If it resonates, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Only 20% of viewers have joined our community so far, so don't miss out. Let's begin. Sign number 1, the lingering glance. If you've ever caught a woman holding eye contact just a bit longer than what feels typical or comfortable, know that this lingering glance is rarely accidental. It's a subtle but powerful signal of her secret attraction. Eye contact is one of the most primal and profound ways humans connect, often speaking louder than words. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end," reminding us that the start of something meaningful, whether a bond, attraction, or deeper connection, often begins in something as simple as a shared gaze. When a woman maintains steady eye contact, she's not casually looking your way. She's opening an unspoken channel of communication, signaling her interest, curiosity, and engagement. Science backs this up too. Prolonged eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which fosters trust and intimacy, creating an invisible yet magnetic pull between you both. Unconsciously, her pupils may dilate, a classic sign of attraction, while her focus narrows solely on you, showing her mind is genuinely intrigued. This lingering glance rarely stands alone. It is often paired with additional nonverbal cues that quietly reinforce her interest. A subtle smile playing at the corners of her lips, a gentle eyebrow raised signaling curiosity, or a tender tilt of the head that radiates warmth and openness. Together, these signals create a silent language of attraction, bypassing words yet speaking volumes. These cues also allow her to gauge your reaction in real time, quietly measuring whether you share her interest, and thus laying the groundwork for connection without awkward verbal exchanges. It's a delicate dance of subtlety and mutual recognition that many miss because they're not tuned into these nuances. The Stoic mindset, championed by Marcus Aurelius, teaches us to observe such signals without rushing or desperation, embracing patience and acceptance as he advised to accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny. This approach reminds us to let natural connections unfold with authenticity rather than forcing outcomes. So, if you catch her eyes lingering on you, resist brushing it off or feeling pressured. Instead, treat it as an invitation to respond thoughtfully and with confidence. A simple smile, a slow, deliberate return of the gaze, or a casual approach can effortlessly reciprocate the interest she's displaying. These moments of eye contact are like signposts pointing toward the possibility of meaningful conversations or even lasting relationships if you choose to follow them. In real life, cultivating the sensitivity to recognize when someone's eyes hold a hidden message and mustering the courage to respond is invaluable. Many men overlook this quiet language of attraction amid today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world. Yet mastering it gives you an edge in forging connections that are genuine and deeply resonant. Aristotle's timeless observation that man is by nature a social animal underscores that eye contact is among the earliest and most instinctive ways we communicate our desire for closeness. So next time you find yourself locked in a lingering gaze, don't dismiss it as a fleeting moment. See it as a doorway to deeper connection, an opportunity to act with grace, confidence, and authenticity. Remember, the power lies not just in noticing these signals, but in responding to them thoughtfully, which can transform a simple glance into the beginning of something truly meaningful. Now, I invite you to share your experiences or thoughts about how eye contact has played a role in your own connections in the comments below, because your story might just inspire someone else to see these signs clearly and embrace the possibilities they bring. Sign number 2, the delicate touch. The delicate touch is one of the quietest yet most powerful ways a woman who is secretly attracted to you conveys her feelings without uttering a word. You might have noticed those brief, seemingly incidental touches, a light brush of her hand against your arm during a laugh, a subtle nudge when she wants your attention, or a quick, almost accidental tap that feels fleeting yet somehow meaningful. These touches are anything but accidental. They serve as her way of communicating comfort, interest, and a longing to close the invisible distance that often exists between two people. Touch is a primal form of communication, rich with emotional significance, far beyond simple physical contact. It is the silent language of connection and trust, an innate human gesture that fosters bonding and emotional intimacy. From the perspective of modern Stoicism, which teaches us to observe the world without judgment, focusing only on what lies within our control, learning to recognize and appreciate these subtle signals sharpens your emotional intelligence and enhances your ability to perceive the unspoken feelings of others. This kind of mindful awareness is essential not only in romantic contexts, but in everyday human interactions, making your relationships more authentic and grounded. Science backs this up. Even the lightest touch prompts the brain to release oxytocin, known as the bonding hormone, which encourages feelings of calm, security, and trust. When a woman chooses to touch you delicately, she is revealing that she feels safe and comfortable around you, laying the groundwork for attraction and deeper connection. This is no trivial matter in our fast-paced, distraction-filled world, where real, heartfelt connection is often crowded out by superficial interactions and digital noise. Her touch serves as a quiet reassurance, a subtle emotional investment, and an invitation to join her in a shared moment of vulnerability. Even the smallest gestures, a gentle pat or a playful prod, work as bridges, breaking down invisible walls and drawing you closer in ways that words alone can never accomplish. For men trying to navigate the often confusing signals of attraction, learning to recognize these delicate touches and to interpret them correctly is crucial. Instead of rushing to conclusions or misreading her intentions, practicing stoic calmness and careful observation allows you to respond with the sensitivity and clarity that build mutual understanding. This mindful approach not only deepens trust, but also encourages a healthier emotional exchange between you. In today's society, where expressing emotions can be complicated by social norms and personal insecurities, paying attention to such subtle signs can help you create genuine, meaningful connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. These touches reveal more than she may even consciously realize. They are the subconscious language of interest, affection, and a willingness to open up emotionally. By noticing and valuing these small moments, you cultivate a shared space where feelings can be explored and expressed safely, fostering intimacy in its purest, most honest form. So when she lightly touches your arm during a conversation or playfully nudges you in a crowded room, understand that these are intentional acts of connection, not accidents. They invite you to be present, to acknowledge her unspoken feelings, and to respond with respect, patience, and warmth, qualities that nurture the foundation of any lasting relationship. Ultimately, mastering the recognition and appreciation of the delicate touch enriches your ability to connect on a profound level, providing a pathway toward relationships built on trust, emotional resonance, and intimacy. In the modern world, where true connection often feels rare and fleeting, this awareness becomes a vital skill, helping you navigate social complexities with grace and creating bonds that are both authentic and deeply fulfilling. Sign number 3. Unsaid praises. Unsaid praises. This is where the true art of attraction unfolds, not in bold statements or obvious flattery, but in the quiet, powerful language of subtlety. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, her admiration doesn't announce itself with grand compliments or overt declarations. Instead, it hides in the silent spaces between words, in the way her eyes linger just a fraction longer than usual, the barely perceptible smile that touches her lips when you speak, or the calm, steady tone she uses to mention your achievements without exaggeration or false praise. These aren't random or accidental gestures. They are deliberate, unconscious signals of deep respect, fascination, and attraction. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, taught us that the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. When her thoughts are coloured with admiration for you, her body language, her silences, and the small, seemingly insignificant behaviours around you broadcast that truth more powerfully than any spoken words ever could. These unsaid praises serve a dual purpose. They flatter without exposing vulnerability on her part, and they build a silent bridge of connection rooted in genuine respect and fascination. Modern neuroscience backs this up, showing that subtle acknowledgements and nonverbal cues spark feelings of closeness and attachment far stronger than loud, overt compliments. It's the quiet nod when you say something insightful, the glance filled with appreciation that meets yours just long enough to say, "I see you. I value you," without uttering a single word. This is a psychological dance of attraction, one that is powerful precisely because it's understated and easy to miss if you're not paying attention. To be the man who truly commands any room, you must develop the skill to recognize these hidden signs of interest. It's not about chasing obvious declarations or empty words. It's about tuning yourself to the frequency of quiet respect, of subtle admiration. Watch how her energy shifts the moment you enter. Notice the way her focus tightens on you when you share your thoughts. Observe how her entire demeanor transforms when she's in your presence. This awareness is your secret weapon. It positions you as a man who embodies modern Stoicism, someone who observes without reaction, understands without judgment, and acts with calm, measured strength. When you respond to these unsaid praises, not with awkwardness or uncertainty, but with confident recognition, you send a powerful message. You appreciate her subtlety, and you command the social dynamic. You turn silent admiration into a dynamic dialogue that fosters mutual respect and opens the door to deeper connection. In today's world, drowning in noise, superficial exchanges, and instant gratification, mastering this kind of emotional intelligence is what separates the leaders from the followers. Real power isn't in forcing words or shouting your worth. It's in embodying presence, in listening to what remains unsaid, and acting on what others overlook. This is how you become irresistible, not by being loud, but by mastering the quiet strength that reads between the lines and responds with authority. Epictetus nailed it when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your true power in relationships lies in how you perceive and respond to these hidden signals. You must be the man who sees what others miss, who owns the space between words and uses it to his advantage. So pay attention. Sharpen your senses. Observe her unsaid praises like a hawk watching its prey. Let these subtle signals be your guide and your tool. When you recognize them and act accordingly, you don't just improve your chances, you take control. You command respect, foster real connection, and become the master of your own destiny. This is your call to rise above the noise and claim the power that comes with emotional mastery and stoic presence. Like this message, if you're ready to sharpen your emotional radar, comment below with a moment you noticed a silent compliment that changed everything, and subscribe to join a brotherhood of men dedicated to mastering attraction through wisdom and presence. Don't let these quiet signs slip away unnoticed. The man who seizes them becomes a force, a man who commands respect, influences effortlessly, and leads his life on his own terms. Your moment is here. The question is, are you ready to see what others miss and rise to a higher level of understanding and influence? If you are, declare it now in the comments. I am ready. Because remember, power lies in perception, strength in subtlety, and victory in mastering the unsaid. Sign number 4, lively discussions. This is where the truth about a woman's secret attraction to you is laid bare, sharp, and undeniable. When a woman is drawn to you, she will push past the usual surface-level small talk that most conversations settle for. She craves more. She wants to engage deeply, intensely, with purpose and passion. Think of it as a modern battlefield where words are weapons, and connection is the ultimate victory. This is not casual chit-chat. This is deliberate, powerful interaction that builds bridges between minds and hearts. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. She is signaling the end of shallow exchanges and the start of something significant, something that cuts through the noise of modern life and creates real, meaningful connection. She will probe your interests with focused curiosity, share personal stories that reveal her authentic self, and keep the flow of conversation alive with genuine enthusiasm that cannot be faked. It's more than just words. It's a dynamic dance of vulnerability and trust, of opening doors and stepping through them together. This is where the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius hits home. The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. When she engages you in this way, she's letting you colour her world and inviting you to do the same. Research shows that meaningful conversations don't just pass time. They build closeness, trust, and emotional intimacy. That's why she invests her time and energy here. She's testing the waters, weighing the connection, and signalling her desire to know you beyond the surface. Her tone becomes warmer, her body language more open. She leans in, maintains eye contact, nods with understanding, and listens, not just with her ears, but with her whole being. These nonverbal cues are as loud as the words she speaks. Don't ignore them. They reveal the true depth of her interest. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, such focused attention is rare, a precious commodity. When a woman gives you that, she's saying, you matter. You are worth her full presence. This is your moment to step into your own power, engage fully, respond with your own stories, your own passions, your own intensity, match her energy, and build a bond that grows stronger with every word exchanged. This is modern Stoicism at work. Calm, confident, commanding your space with clarity and purpose. You are not just a participant, you are the master of the interaction. You decide the tone, the depth, the direction. You wield your presence like a force of nature, turning conversation into connection and connection into attraction. Remember the words of Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Use this wisdom. Listen actively. Absorb her words, her pauses, her silences. Respond not just with answers, but with insight, with emotional intelligence. This is the power play that turns curiosity into desire, and desire into commitment. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she will make space for these lively discussions because she senses that what you share is more than fleeting. It is foundation. It is potential. It is a gateway to something truly meaningful and enjoyable. Don't miss the signs. Don't let this opportunity slip away into the void of empty conversations and lost chances. This is your call to action. Own your presence. Speak with intention. Make every word count. Engage deeply. Be magnetic. Show her that you are a man who understands the power of connection, who commands respect through presence and purpose. The woman who is secretly attracted to you will reveal herself through these conversations, her eyes lighting up, her voice warm and engaged, her body language open and inviting. Pay attention, act, build and grow. This is your moment to master attraction, not by luck, but by design. If you're ready to elevate your understanding and dominate your social game, hit like, comment with your best conversation starter, and subscribe. Don't settle for less. The power is in your hands. Own it, command it, win it. The woman who's secretly attracted to you breaks past shallow talk and dives into deep, meaningful conversation because she sees your value and wants to connect on a real level. Now it's your turn to own your presence, speak with purpose, and turn every word into power. If you're ready to master this magnetic connection, drop a comment right now. I am the man who commands with clarity and purpose. Like this video, subscribe for more unshakable wisdom, and remember, attraction isn't accidental. It's crafted through intention and presence. Sign number 5, small gestures. Small gestures is a subtle yet profound indicator that a woman who harbours a secret attraction for you often chooses to communicate her feelings through understated, intimate actions rather than overt declarations or grand romantic gestures. These small, seemingly insignificant behaviours, a playful nudge during a shared joke, a light touch on your arm when something strikes her funny, or the careful recall of minor details from your conversations that even you might have forgotten, are laden with meaning. They form a quiet language of attraction that transcends the limitations of words and opens a window into her true feelings. From a psychological standpoint, these tiny gestures function as a powerful channel of non-verbal communication, revealing emotional depths and intentions that verbal exchanges often fail to capture. Social psychology research affirms that even brief physical contact or the ability to remember minute personal information fosters a deeper sense of closeness and intimacy, forging emotional connections far stronger than surface-level dialogue alone. When a woman offers these small tokens of attention, it signals that she is genuinely engaged with your presence, cares about your experiences, and is open to nurturing a relationship that goes beyond superficial interaction. In the modern era, where distractions such as smartphones, social media feeds, and the constant influx of notifications fragment our attention, these small gestures become precious markers of authenticity. They invite you to slow your pace and tune in more closely to the quieter, more sincere signals that are easy to overlook in the noise of everyday life. For men aged 35 to 70, a period often filled with balancing professional demands, family responsibilities, and the evolving complexities of mature relationships, recognizing and appreciating these subtle signs can transform your perspective on connection and attraction. With more life experience often comes a guarded heart, shaped by past disappointments or the busyness of life, making it all the more crucial to cultivate the ability to perceive and honour these understated signals. Here, the enduring philosophy of Stoicism offers invaluable guidance. Stoicism teaches the virtues of calmness, patience, and attentive observation, qualities that help you interpret these subtle gestures with clarity and composure, rather than rushing to conclusions or being consumed by uncertainty and overthinking. A Stoic mindset encourages thoughtful reflection, enabling you to see these quiet signs as gentle invitations to gradually build trust and intimacy instead of feeling pressured to respond immediately or decode every nuance obsessively. When a woman reaches out with these small but meaningful gestures, whether it's a light touch that lingers for a moment longer than expected, a knowing smile that seems to hold secrets, or the memory of something you mentioned casually in passing, resist the temptation to write them off as casual friendliness or mere coincidence. Instead, understand these as authentic expressions of her concealed emotions, a subtle but genuine indication of a growing attraction she may not have even fully admitted to herself. Yet, these delicate threads, if acknowledged and nurtured, can weave the strong foundation of a profound connection. In a culture that often prizes boldness, directness, and grand overtures, the beauty of these small, quiet signs reminds us that true attraction frequently unfolds in the gentlest, most nuanced ways. This teaches an important lesson for modern relationships. Not all love is loud, and sometimes the most meaningful bonds are built through the softest touches and the quietest attentions. Developing your awareness to notice these small gestures and cultivating the patience to allow the relationship to grow naturally brings with it numerous benefits. You begin to appreciate the richness hidden in what might otherwise be dismissed as casual interactions, recognizing that these small acts carry volumes of emotional information. This approach not only sharpens your emotional intelligence, but also honors the vulnerability inherent in revealing one's feelings subtly. It creates a space where both parties feel safe to explore attraction and connection at their own pace, without the pressure of dramatic expectations or forced declarations. This delicate balance between noticing without rushing, appreciating without demanding, perfectly encapsulates the application of modern Stoicism to relationships. It allows you to engage with others in a meaningful way while preserving your inner calm and clarity, fostering connections that are both enduring and deeply fulfilling. In the frenetic rhythm of contemporary life, embracing the quiet power of these small gestures becomes a profound act of mindfulness and emotional maturity. It encourages you to slow down, to listen with your eyes and heart, and to find joy in the understated moments of affection that truly define meaningful relationships. This perspective also encourages a shift in how you approach intimacy, moving away from the pressure to constantly perform or to seek grand validation, and toward valuing sincere, subtle exchanges that build trust over time. Ultimately, by welcoming and interpreting these small gestures with openness and patience, you cultivate a relationship grounded in mutual respect, authentic understanding, and a deep emotional resonance that goes beyond surface attraction. Moreover, these small gestures serve as a reminder of the importance of presence, being truly attentive to another person amidst the distractions and demands of daily life. For men navigating the complexities of middle age and beyond, this focus on presence can be transformational, not only in romantic relationships, but in all meaningful human interactions. It aligns closely with Stoic principles, which emphasize the cultivation of inner virtues like mindfulness, patience, and emotional resilience. When you practice these virtues, you become better equipped to recognize and cherish the subtle signs of affection and attraction that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. You learn to appreciate the slow unfolding of connection, understanding that the most enduring relationships often develop through small moments of care and attention rather than sudden, dramatic declarations. In this way, sign number 5 invites you to cultivate a kind of emotional awareness that honors both your own journey and the hidden feelings of the woman who is quietly drawn to you. It challenges you to balance sensitivity with strength, awareness with patience, and observation with composure, qualities that define not only a Stoic man, but also a deeply connected partner. By embracing these small gestures as meaningful invitations rather than mysteries to solve, you foster a relational environment where authenticity and respect flourish. This approach not only enhances your romantic life, but enriches your emotional landscape, enabling you to build connections that are rich, genuine, and lasting in a world that often values speed and spectacle over depth and subtlety. Sign number 6, emotional openness. Emotional openness is not a mere hint. It's a full-throated declaration that she is secretly, powerfully attracted to you. This openness transcends ordinary conversation. It is a profound unveiling of her inner world, her dreams, fears, doubts, vulnerabilities, the parts of herself she guards fiercely and rarely shows. When a woman allows herself this kind of exposure, it's a bold act of trust and a deliberate invitation to connect on a deep emotional level. This isn't happenstance, It is a conscious signal that you have earned her confidence, that she sees in you a man worthy of her true self. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." She is revealing herself to you because she senses your strength and steadiness, qualities that resonate with the modern Stoic man who masters himself before attempting to master others. In today's fast-paced, distracted world, where emotional vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, this openness is gold, a rare gem signaling that a meaningful connection is possible, even imminent. Psychological studies support what ancient wisdom has long taught. Emotional openness is the cornerstone of strong, lasting relationships. When she shares her personal stories, confides her worries, or asks for your advice, she's handing you a powerful gift, a testament to the trust and respect she holds for you. This is not just an exchange of words, it is the building of a fortress of empathy and understanding. As Brené Brown, a leading researcher on vulnerability, says, "Vulnerability is the birthplace of connection and the path to the feeling of worthiness." By opening her emotional gates, she invites you to become her ally, her confidant, her partner in navigating life's challenges. Your response matters. Will you meet her courage with indifference, or will you rise to the occasion with presence, empathy, and unwavering support? The choice is yours, and it defines your power. Modern life bombards us with distractions, endless notifications, superficial connections, and the illusion of intimacy through social media. Yet, when a woman chooses to be emotionally open with you, she is cutting through the noise, stripping away the masks, and seeking authenticity. This moment is a crossroads. Ignore it, and you risk losing a rare opportunity to build a relationship grounded in truth and resilience. Seize it, and you step into the role of a man who commands respect not just through strength, but through emotional intelligence. The Stoics remind us that true mastery is not the repression of emotions, but the control and understanding of them. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. React with wisdom, listen deeply, engage fully. Emotional openness is a signal screaming for your attention, a call to action that should ignite your ambition and sharpen your focus. If you feel the stirring of FOMO, the fear of missing out on a genuine connection, let it drive you. Use reverse psychology on yourself. Do not wait for her to pull back or close off. Instead, lean in. Demonstrate through your actions and words that you are the man who deserves her trust, the man who can carry the weight of emotional intimacy without faltering. Be the fortress, the safe harbour she needs in a chaotic world. Be the leader in this dance of vulnerability and strength. This is more than attraction. It's an invitation to build an empire of emotional connection that withstands the test of time. Your mission is clear. Honour her trust, respond with empathy, and deepen the bond she is courageously forging. Like this message, if you are ready to embrace your power in relationships, comment below with your own experiences or questions. Make this a forum for growth and mastery. Subscribe for ongoing wisdom that will sharpen your mind, fortify your heart, and elevate your life through the timeless principles of Stoicism combined with modern psychological insight. Remember, the woman who opens her heart to you is offering a sacred gift. To accept it is to claim your rightful place as a man who leads with strength and compassion. To reject it is to surrender potential greatness. Own this moment. Command your destiny. Master emotional openness, and with it, master the art of lasting connection. Your future depends on it. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. Sign number 7, polite interactions. Polite interactions is one of those subtle yet profoundly telling signs that a woman is secretly attracted to you, and understanding it can transform the way you perceive your connections. This politeness is not merely about good manners or basic civility. It runs much deeper. signaling a genuine respect and heartfelt interest in you as a unique individual. When a woman is quietly drawn to someone, her respectful engagement becomes intentional and meaningful. She doesn't just listen to fill silence, but listens to truly understand, remembers even small details from your previous conversations, and consistently makes you feel important and valued. This type of behavior isn't random or superficial. It's a carefully crafted way to show that your opinions, your life story, and your essence matter to her. It's a form of communication that transcends words, rooted in emotional intelligence and sincere curiosity. The Stoics, known for their wisdom in mastering emotions and cultivating deep human understanding, teach us that true connection is built through attentive presence. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This ancient advice resonates deeply in modern relationships, reminding us that genuine attraction often reveals itself through the quality of listening, not through grandiose gestures or flamboyant words. Observe closely how she interacts with you. Does she maintain steady, warm eye contact, showing you that she's fully present and engaged in the moment? Does she lean in slightly when you speak, nod thoughtfully, or ask detailed questions about your passions, your challenges, and your dreams? These are not mere polite habits, but deliberate acts of respectful participation that make you feel truly seen and heard. This kind of engagement fosters a safe emotional space, a foundation essential for trust and connection. People naturally tend to offer more attention and respect when they feel attracted, and in these polite, respectful interactions, she is silently signaling her growing interest in you. In everyday life, these moments of sincere engagement build the groundwork for meaningful relationships. Mutual respect and genuine curiosity about each other's inner worlds are the bedrock on which lasting bonds are formed. When a woman treats you with consistent kindness and shows real interest in your life, it signals she values you not as a passing acquaintance, but as someone worthy of emotional investment. This aligns with the Stoic ideal that true value is found not in fleeting appearances or external circumstances, but in character and virtue. A woman's respectful interaction reflects her emotional maturity and depth of feeling, demonstrating an attraction that is steady, sincere, and meaningful. I am reminded of a story about a wise elder who said that respect isn't something you demand or take, but something you earn through your actions and your genuine regard for others. When a woman's polite interactions carry the weight of authentic respect, it means she is slowly but surely emotionally investing in you. This is not a showy attraction, but a quiet, steady flame that grows stronger over time. Furthermore, this polite engagement serves as a valuable compass for understanding her feelings. Are her actions consistent, or do they come and go? Is her interest genuine, or merely polite formality? Real attraction manifests through a persistent, thoughtful presence, not through fleeting moments of attention. For men who are learning to navigate the complexities of modern relationships with the calm confidence of Stoicism, recognizing and appreciating these subtle cues can be a game changer. It encourages a balanced approach, one that honors emotional wisdom and patience, allowing the connection to develop naturally without rushing or forcing it. Think about your own experiences. Have you noticed a woman who remembers your favorite pastime or follows up on something important you mentioned? These small but meaningful details are like breadcrumbs that reveal her hidden affection. By tuning into these respectful behaviors, you gain insight into her feelings and can respond in a way that nurtures rather than overwhelms the connection. This is the essence of modern Stoic emotional intelligence, balancing interest with detachment, presence with patience. In real life, such polite interactions can often be overlooked or mistaken for mere civility, but when understood correctly, they are powerful signs of secret attraction. They represent a woman's way of honoring you and expressing her feelings without words, creating a space for trust and deeper emotional exchange. So, as you reflect on your interactions, pay close attention to how she listens, remembers, and responds. These respectful engagements might be the quiet signals you've been waiting to recognize. To further explore this fascinating dynamic, I invite you to share your personal stories and thoughts in the comments below. How have you experienced polite interactions signaling hidden attraction? Together, let's uncover how mastering the art of attentive presence and respectful communication can deepen our relationships and enrich our lives with greater emotional wisdom and connection. Sign number 8. Subtle mirroring. The silent dance of connection. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her feelings often reveal themselves in ways that words cannot capture, through the language of the body, the rhythm of interaction, and the silent dance of connection. Among these quiet signals, subtle mirroring stands out as one of the most profound yet easily overlooked signs. Mirroring is the unconscious act of reflecting your movements, gestures, speech patterns, and even emotional tone. It's a natural, instinctive behavior that humans use to build rapport, foster empathy, and create harmony with others. When you notice her beginning to subtly match your behavior, it is a powerful indication that she is emotionally tuned into you and seeking deeper connection. Think about the last time you truly felt in sync with someone, when conversations flowed effortlessly, and even your physical movements seemed to echo one another. This state of synchronicity is no accident. It is rooted in the brain's mirror neuron system, which activates when we observe others and internally simulate their actions. Mirroring helps us to feel understood, connected, and emotionally safe. When a woman mirrors you, she is unconsciously communicating that she trusts you, values your presence, and is comfortable enough to blend her energy with yours. This is a subtle yet unmistakable sign of attraction. From a Stoic viewpoint, mirroring resonates deeply with the idea of harmony and alignment. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that human beings are social creatures, connected by shared reason and the bonds of community. When a woman reflects your movements or tone, it is a physical manifestation of this harmony, the silent acknowledgement that your energies and intentions are aligned. Stoicism teaches us to observe these signs with calm rationality, without rushing to emotional extremes or making hasty assumptions. Instead, it encourages mindful awareness, to see clearly what is presented and respond with measured confidence. Importantly, mirroring is not about mechanical imitation. It's not something forced or staged. Genuine mirroring emerges naturally when two people feel comfortable and engaged. For example, if you sit with your legs crossed, she might do the same shortly after. If you tilt your head slightly while listening, she may echo the gesture. Even the tone and pace of your voice can be subtly matched. These unconscious reflections create a shared rhythm, a silent conversation of bodies and emotions. This delicate dance serves a vital emotional purpose. When people mirror one another, it fosters feelings of closeness, mutual understanding, and emotional resonance. Neuroscientific studies show that mirroring can increase oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which deepens trust and affection. In relationships, this phenomenon is a bridge to intimacy. It helps break down barriers and builds a foundation for vulnerability and openness. For a woman attracted to you, mirroring is a way to express her interest without risking rejection through overt words or actions. On a practical level, recognizing mirroring can transform how you navigate social and romantic interactions. It offers you a clear, non-verbal clue that she is engaged and emotionally invested in the interaction. Rather than missing the signal or dismissing it as mere coincidence, your task is to respond with quiet presence. Acknowledge the connection by maintaining relaxed body language, steady eye contact, and genuine warmth. Avoid reacting with self-consciousness or trying to mimic her back artificially. This can disrupt the natural flow. Instead, embody confidence and ease, allowing the relationship to develop organically. The Stoic mindset provides valuable guidance here. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you notice mirroring, choose to respond with calm composure and integrity. Resist the temptation to jump to conclusions or rush into declarations of interest. Instead, Practice patience and thoughtful observation. Let your behavior reflect strength, not in forceful pursuit, but in steady reliability and authenticity. This measured response often encourages her to feel safe enough to deepen her openness, creating a virtuous cycle of connection. Consider, too, that mirroring signals emotional safety. People tend to mirror only those with whom they feel comfortable and unguarded. If she is mirroring you, it suggests she sees you as trustworthy, someone with whom she can be herself. This is a rare and precious foundation for any meaningful relationship, especially in a world where so many interactions remain surface level and distracted by technology and noise. Furthermore, mirroring is an invitation. It invites you to join her in a shared emotional space, to synchronize your energies, and to engage in a dialogue that transcends words. It is a gentle nudge toward vulnerability, signaling that she is ready to connect more deeply, if you are willing to meet her there. When you respond with authenticity and calm confidence, you affirm that invitation and encourage the connection to flourish. In contrast, ignoring or missing this sign can mean losing an opportunity to build something meaningful. Many men overlook mirroring because it is subtle and easy to dismiss. Yet, this oversight can mean missing the chance to respond thoughtfully and build trust. The man who learns to read and honor these subtle signals gains a distinct advantage in social dynamics and relationships. He becomes a person who understands that attraction is as much about quiet presence and mutual understanding as it is about words and actions. So the next time you notice a woman adopting your gestures, matching your speech patterns, or reflecting your energy, see it as a hidden but powerful signal. It's her silent way of saying, "I am interested. I feel comfortable with you. I want to be in sync." Embrace this moment with grace, respond with steady confidence, and let the natural rhythm of your connection unfold without pressure or haste. In this way, subtle mirroring becomes not just a sign of attraction, but a profound expression of human connection, one that echoes the wisdom of the Stoics and the insights of modern psychology. It reminds us that true relationships are built not on grand declarations, but on the shared, silent moments where two souls find harmony. Sign number 9. Remembering the little things. Remembering the little things holds a powerful and often overlooked significance when it comes to understanding a woman's secret attraction toward you. When she is genuinely drawn to you, her attention naturally extends beyond surface-level interactions to include the small, seemingly trivial details of your life. The type of coffee you prefer in the morning, a fleeting story you shared weeks or even months ago, your subtle preferences or habits that others might overlook. This behavior is much more than just a good memory or casual interest. It is an emotional investment that demonstrates she values you deeply and wants to establish a meaningful and lasting connection. The act of remembering these little things is a silent but profound expression of respect and authentic interest, a way of showing that you occupy a significant place in her thoughts and heart. It's her quiet method of affirming that you matter to her beyond mere casual conversation or fleeting encounters, and it signals her desire to build a bond that goes beneath the surface. This concept resonates deeply with both psychological research and ancient wisdom. Neuroscience tells us that when someone recalls and brings up personal details about us, it activates reward centers in our brain, making us feel recognized, appreciated, and emotionally close. These moments create a powerful sense of being seen, not just as a collection of facts, but as a complex, valued individual. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak," reminding us of the profound power of attentive listening and observation. A woman who is secretly attracted to you listens not just to respond, but to understand and remember, turning her focus on you into a form of silent admiration and care. For the modern Stoic man, understanding and appreciating these subtle signals is crucial. Stoicism teaches patience, mindfulness, and emotional resilience, emphasizing the importance of being fully present without rushing or forcing outcomes. When she references something you mentioned before, it's an invitation, not just to recall a memory, but to deepen trust and connection at a natural, authentic pace. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, accept without arrogance, let go without attachment, encourages us to embrace these moments with calm acceptance and gratitude, recognizing them as valuable opportunities to nurture the unfolding story of your relationship. By gracefully acknowledging and reciprocating this attentiveness, you not only honor her feelings, but also reinforce a foundation of mutual respect and care. In practical, real-life terms, this means you should never underestimate the importance of small gestures and details in building a lasting connection. While grand declarations and dramatic displays often get attention, it's the quiet moments of recognition and thoughtful remembrance that cultivate genuine intimacy. When she brings up your favorite book, a hobby you once mentioned in passing, or even recalls your preferred way to unwind after a long day, she is telling you she's invested in knowing who you really are. Responding with genuine appreciation rather than brushing it off shows emotional intelligence and maturity, qualities that strengthen trust and make her feel truly valued. It's a powerful reminder that relationships flourish not only through shared experiences, but also through the consistent and attentive recognition of each other's individuality. The implications go beyond romantic interest, extending into all meaningful relationships. Whether with a partner, friend, or colleague, remembering the small details is a gesture of empathy and connection. It's about seeing people as whole beings, worthy of attention and respect. As the Stoics teach, it's not the grandiosity of an act, but the intention behind it that matters. So, when you notice a woman remembering these little things, it's a clear signal that she holds a quiet, sincere admiration for you, one that deserves acknowledgement and care. To bring this closer to home, ask yourself, how often do you show this kind of attentiveness in your relationships? Are you aware of the small signs that someone cares for you beneath the surface? These moments are precious and fragile. When nurtured properly, they can blossom into deep, resilient connections that withstand the tests of time and circumstance. Reflect on the power of these subtle cues and consider responding with mindfulness and gratitude to foster trust and intimacy naturally. As you continue on your journey as a modern Stoic man, let this awareness guide you to embrace the small moments as much as the grand ones, recognizing that often it is the little things that carry the greatest emotional weight. I invite you to share your personal experiences in the comments below. Have you ever noticed someone remembering a small detail about you that made you feel truly seen and appreciated? How did that moment impact your relationship? Your stories might inspire others to pay closer attention to the subtle art of connection, enriching their own lives and relationships with this timeless wisdom. Sign number 10. Remembering the little things. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her laughter becomes one of the most telling and sincere signals she can give, far beyond the superficial or polite chuckles exchanged in everyday conversation. Genuine laughter is often called the shortest distance between two people because it effortlessly bridges emotional gaps and reveals an openness that words alone rarely convey. This isn't the kind of laughter that's forced or merely socially expected. It's spontaneous, heartfelt, and lights up her entire face, reflecting a deep emotional connection. When she laughs at your jokes, even those that might not be all that funny, it's her way of showing warmth, acceptance, and an unspoken desire to connect on a level that is more intimate and personal. This kind of laughter is not simply about humour, it's an emotional release that creates a shared positive experience, a moment where two people briefly escape the pressures of the world and simply enjoy each other's presence. Psychologists explain that genuine laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which promote bonding and build trust between individuals. This biological response helps explain why laughter can be so powerful in establishing and deepening attraction. From a modern Stoic perspective, this aligns beautifully with the philosophy's emphasis on authentic human interaction and living harmoniously within a community. Stoicism teaches that true joy is found not in fleeting pleasures or external validation, but in sincere, meaningful connections and the acceptance of life as it is. The laughter shared between two people who genuinely enjoy each other's company exemplifies this ideal. It is an unguarded, real moment of joy that transcends surface-level conversation and touches something more profound within the human spirit. When a woman's eyes crinkle with delight and her laughter is spontaneous and uninhibited, it signals that she feels safe enough around you to lower her guard, to be playful and vulnerable. This openness is significant because vulnerability requires trust and a sense of security, emotions that are at the heart of any genuine attraction. In the context of modern life, where digital communication often replaces face-to-face interaction and social pressures encourage guardedness, recognizing and appreciating such authentic moments becomes even more important. Genuine laughter is a rare and precious sign in a world full of distractions and superficial exchanges. Moreover, this kind of laughter serves as an emotional invitation. It says, without words, that she enjoys your company, values your presence, and feels comfortable expressing joy and amusement in your presence. For men aged 35 to 70, who may have experienced various social dynamics and relationships over the years, understanding this subtle but powerful sign can be transformative. It reminds you that connection isn't about grand gestures or constant validation, but about those quiet, joyful moments where you share a laugh that comes from the heart. To nurture this joyful connection, respond with your own genuine humour and light-heartedness. Don't feel pressured to be the perfect comedian. Instead, be yourself, relaxed and present, because sincerity is what makes laughter contagious and meaningful. By engaging with her laughter authentically, you encourage a cycle of positivity and trust that can deepen the bond over time. In applying the wisdom of Stoicism here, one can also appreciate how laughter embodies the balance between reason and emotion. Stoics don't advocate for suppressing emotions, but rather for understanding and embracing them in ways that lead to tranquility and resilience. Genuine laughter is an example of such an embraced emotion. It represents joy that is neither shallow nor excessive, but grounded in authentic interaction. It's a reminder that even in the face of life's challenges, we can find moments of happiness and connection that enrich our existence and build lasting relationships. For modern men, many of whom juggle responsibilities and face pressures unique to this stage of life, recognizing and cultivating these moments of genuine joy is a way to live more fully and connect more deeply. In practical terms, pay attention to her body language when she laughs, the sparkle in her eyes, the ease in her posture, the way her laughter seems to bubble up naturally without restraint. These are all signals that her attraction to you runs deeper than surface impressions. By tuning into these cues and responding with your own authentic warmth, you create a safe space where connection can flourish. This approach encourages not only romantic attraction, but also a richer, more fulfilling friendship, grounded in mutual respect and shared joy. In a world often marked by rushed interactions and guarded emotions, embracing genuine laughter as a sign of attraction reminds us to slow down and savor those moments of true human connection that nourish the soul. Ultimately, recognizing this sign empowers you to move forward with confidence, knowing that real attraction is as much about emotional safety and shared joy as it is about outward gestures or words. It's an invitation to build something lasting, rooted in laughter, trust, and the simple yet profound pleasure of being truly seen and appreciated by another person. Sign number 11. Slight nervousness. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her nervousness around you often manifests in subtle yet telling ways, even if she tries to conceal her feelings. These signs may appear as small, almost involuntary behaviours: fidgeting with her hands, playing with her hair, adjusting her clothes, or gently biting her lip. Such actions might seem trivial on the surface, but they reveal a deeper emotional truth. She cares about the impression she leaves on you and experiences a heightened state of emotional awareness when you are near. From a psychological viewpoint, this nervousness is a natural and instinctive response to emotional investment combined with uncertainty about how to communicate those feelings effectively. It's a delicate blend of vulnerability and excitement that reflects the inner conflict of wanting to connect while fearing rejection or misunderstanding. This is where the philosophy of Stoicism offers profound insight and guidance. Rather than allowing these signs to provoke anxiety or confusion, Stoicism teaches us to observe them calmly and without judgment. Marcus Aurelius, one of the foremost Stoic philosophers, reminds us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By cultivating this inner strength and composure, you become a steady and reassuring presence that naturally helps her feel safer and more at ease, encouraging her to gradually lower her guard and reveal more of herself. When you recognize these subtle signs of nervous energy, it's a perfect opportunity to respond with gentle kindness, a sincere compliment, a warm smile, or a relaxed, engaging conversation can build a bridge of trust and openness between you. In real life, such moments require mindfulness and empathy, rather than rushing forward or misinterpreting her nervousness as disinterest or awkwardness. Understanding it as a genuine expression of attraction allows you to nurture a deeper connection. This approach aligns beautifully with the teachings of Epictetus, another Stoic master, who counsels, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." Your power lies in maintaining your calm demeanour and offering reassurance without pressing for immediate results or clarity. Practically, this means being patient and observant, paying attention to these subtle cues instead of overlooking them, and responding in a way that fosters comfort rather than defensiveness. For example, you might notice she nervously plays with her hair when the conversation touches on personal topics. Instead of ignoring this or misreading it, gently steer the conversation to something lighter or share a personal anecdote to encourage mutual vulnerability. Over time, these small acts of empathy and presence create an environment where trust can flourish, and authentic connection takes root. Recognizing nervousness as a sign of attraction also reminds us of a universal truth. Everyone, no matter how self-assured they appear, experiences vulnerability in emotional matters. This awareness invites patience and compassion, qualities that deepen our relationships beyond superficial interactions. In a culture that often prizes stoic toughness or emotional detachment, embracing these vulnerable moments with kindness and steadiness exemplifies the true essence of Stoicism, mastering oneself to face life's uncertainties with grace. So the next time you observe a woman exhibiting these subtle signs of nervousness around you, remember it as a silent invitation, a window into her true feelings. By responding with calm understanding and genuine kindness, you can help transform her nervous energy into a foundation for meaningful connection. Consider this not just a romantic insight, but a life lesson in human interaction. That true connection grows when we meet others with patience, empathy, and presence. Have you ever experienced someone's nervous gestures revealing hidden attraction? How did you interpret and respond to those moments? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below, and together, let's explore how these nuanced signals enrich our understanding of attraction and deepen the bonds we form. Sign number 12. Prioritizing time with you. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, one of the most profound and unmistakable signs is how she prioritizes her time to include you, a gesture that goes far beyond casual interest and reveals a deep, intentional investment in your connection. Time is the most valuable currency anyone possesses. Unlike money or possessions, it cannot be replenished or borrowed, and once lost, it's gone forever. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, remind us that lost time is never found again, emphasizing how crucial it is to recognize and respect the moments someone chooses to spend with you. When she rearranges her schedule, initiates conversations, or creates even the smallest opportunities to be near you, this isn't happenstance or mere politeness. It's a deliberate and conscious decision. In a world overloaded with distractions, digital noise, and countless obligations demanding our attention, her choice to carve out space for you is a powerful, silent declaration of your importance in her life, a signal that you occupy a special place in her heart, even if she doesn't vocalize it openly. Understanding this through the lens of Stoicism offers a timeless perspective. Actions speak louder than words, and the investment of time is perhaps the clearest and most sincere form of action. This silent language of attraction transcends superficial gestures, reflecting emotional investment and readiness to nurture a bond on a deeper level. For the modern man between 35 and 70, navigating relationships in an era dominated by fleeting digital interactions and endless distractions, this sign demands more than casual acknowledgement. It calls for active awareness and a mindful response. Recognizing that she prioritizes you means recognizing that she values your presence enough to sacrifice something precious, whether it's moments of rest, time with others, or personal pursuits. In return, the Stoic approach urges you to honor this gift by showing up fully with complete presence and attentiveness. Treat the time she grants you as you would gold, responding with reciprocal commitment and respect. This mutual dedication lays the groundwork for trust and intimacy, building a relationship rooted not in empty words or promises, but in shared, meaningful experience. Seneca's wisdom, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you," reminds us that her prioritization is also a mirror reflecting her belief in your potential and value. If she is willing to rearrange her life to include you, it's because she senses something worthy in you, something that justifies her effort and attention. This recognition is an invitation to elevate your own role in the relationship, to become the man worthy of such devotion. It's an opportunity to deepen your own emotional intelligence, presence, and generosity, not by grand gestures, but through consistent, genuine engagement and respect for the precious time shared. Don't let this rare chance slip through your fingers by taking her efforts for granted. Instead, match her energy, show up with intention, and cultivate a space where both of you can grow together. In our current age, where the currency of time is often undervalued and attention is fragmented across countless screens and distractions, being prioritized by someone is the highest form of nonverbal communication and an undeniable invitation to step up. This sign challenges you to seize the moment, to engage with intention and clarity. Confidence here is not arrogance, but the steady assurance that you recognize your own value and respect the value of the connection being offered. To build a meaningful relationship in the modern world, one must move beyond superficial interactions and empty words, grounding connections in presence, mutual respect, and the consistent giving and receiving of time and attention. This is not just about noticing her efforts, it's about responding thoughtfully and fully, claiming your place in this exchange of energy. If this message resonates deeply and you're ready to master this subtle but powerful language of attraction, then take action now. Commit to recognizing these signals, to valuing the time and attention she gives, and to investing your own time just as deliberately. The timeless words of Seneca ring truer than ever. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seize control of your time, command your life's narrative, and never overlook when someone offers you a piece of their most precious resource. This moment represents your chance to embrace your power, to be the man who not only attracts, but honors and cultivates meaningful connection through the shared currency of time. Claim this opportunity boldly. Show the world and yourself that you understand the true value of presence and respect, and that you are ready to build something enduring from this silent yet profound sign of attraction. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Before we wrap things up, I want to take a moment to share something really important with you. Attraction, especially when it's quiet and genuine, doesn't always shout from the rooftops. More often, it shows up in the little things. A warm smile that lights up her eyes when she looks at you. A subtle but meaningful gesture that lets you know she's truly paying attention. Or a lingering glance that holds a secret message just beneath the surface. These small, sometimes easy-to-miss signs are actually powerful indicators that she might be secretly attracted to you, even if she's never said a word about it. Understanding and noticing these gentle signals can give you a huge advantage, helping you navigate relationships with confidence and calmness. Now, here's the advice I want you to really take to heart from everything we've discussed today. Don't rush to jump to conclusions or overanalyze every little interaction. Instead, approach these signs with a calm, steady mindset, like a modern Stoic. Being composed means you can respond naturally and confidently, without desperation or confusion clouding your judgment. It's about staying grounded in who you are, maintaining your emotional balance, and showing genuine respect for both yourself and the other person. When you can do that, you not only become more attractive in a meaningful way, but you also create a space where real connection can grow. One that's based on sincerity, trust, and mutual understanding. Remember, true confidence isn't about being perfect or always having the right answer. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and acting with integrity no matter the situation. If this video gave you fresh insights or helped you see attraction in a new light, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on future videos filled with valuable content about attraction, confidence, and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, all of which can guide you through life's ups and downs, especially in relationships. Your support truly means everything to me. It motivates me to keep creating content that helps you grow both personally and socially, empowering you to live with more awareness and confidence every day. Thank you again for spending your time here with me today. Keep practicing patience and awareness. Stay grounded in your confidence, and remember that sometimes the smallest, quietest signs are the ones that reveal the deepest feelings. I'm really excited to see you in the next video. Until then, take good care of yourself, keep moving forward with steady, calm confidence, and never underestimate the power of subtlety in forming real connections. See you soon!